You know, online reviews could make or break your business at the moment, especially with smartphones being used all the time to find businesses like yours. So if you're a business owner, have you become obsessed with getting reviews for your Google business profile recently? Have you been thinking that the person that gets the most reviews is going to be top in your business area when people search for your business? Or maybe you're a bit more shrewd and you're aware that Google's algorithm is far more complex. In fact, it involves over 200 areas rather than just reviews to look at why and who should be top of the Google business results. Well, although all those views may be true to some degree, Google's about to change things, and that's why your reviews are about to become 10 times more important than they've ever been. So this video is going to show you what you can do to future-proof yourself, ready for those potential changes from Google, how you can see what your competitors are doing and how you can beat them, and how you can get a ton more reviews coming in over the next few weeks. Before I show you this change in this layout that Google's suddenly been testing, I'm just going to give you a quick overview as to how you can get more reviews now. So if you go back a few years to the earlier search engines, everyone said that they're the greatest business, and as soon as they got a website, they expected to appear number one. And let's face it, in the 1990s, there were very few websites, so you could appear number one if you just said you were the greatest. And in those days, Alta Vista, Excite, Lycos, they were the big hitters when search engines were around, and all they needed to do is just show some type of relevant result. So if you search for plumbers, a plumber may appear at best. So the reason Google came along and smashed it is because Google gave better results. Google gave what people were really looking for. They were looking for genuine people, genuine plumbers. No one could produce such top 10 results as Google could at that time, and suddenly everyone adopted Google as a search engine. And Google knows this is now essential more than ever, that not only do you want plumbers to be found in the top 10 when you search for plumbers near me, but you want them to be reputable, you want them to have good reviews, you want them to be reliable, honest, trustworthy, authentic, all these other things too. And of course, if someone just says they have all those things, I'm authentic, I'm trustworthy, well, that doesn't actually mean they are. And so this is where the power of reviews comes in, because it's not about what you say, it's about what your customers are saying about your business that's going to count. So let's just explain what you can do to get more reviews. Well, before you start asking to get reviews, you first of all need to make sure that your business website is relatively up to date, but more importantly, you want to make sure your Google business profile, or used to be called Google My Business, make sure that's as complete as you can possibly make it. So have your dates, have your times, have your addresses, have your service areas, have as many things as you can, photos, before you start asking for reviews. And in that way then, people can see you're a genuine business and they can probably find you quite quickly because you already will be ranking relatively high with those types of information already added. Now the next thing is to ask every customer for a review. Even customers that maybe have been with you before, maybe they've even left a review on Facebook, ask them for a Google business profile review. And don't just give up asking once. Many good customers will intend to give you a review, but ask them again, maybe follow up in a few weeks later. Just mention, oh, you said you were going to give that review. Have you got round to it? How can I help you? And so on. Maybe even show them on their phone how they can give a review. And did you know you can even get great reviews just from a QR code? And I'll show you a bit later on how you can use a QR code to get reviews, particularly ideal in hotels and maybe reception areas. Also, you can offer them a direct link. So whether you send this via email, whether you ping it across on a text, Google now wants you to share and get reviews with your customers. In the past, it was difficult to do so. Now you can actually ask for reviews from your customers using this direct link from Google themselves by just going into your account, and there it is, and it asks you to then share it with your customers. So put it on your footers, put it on your emails, your email campaigns, ask for reviews, and people will respond using that link. And it takes them straight then to an area where they can fill out a review and give you a rating. So you notice Google's changed. It's actually actively asking for reviews for your customers. And if you're a larger company, then get all of your staff to be aware of how they can also ask their clients for reviews on your behalf. If you've got a reception desk, if you've got training at any point in a larger company, everyone should know in the business how they can encourage reviews from your clients. So next time you get an email with a compliment, next time someone recognizes you've gone beyond what was needed, just mention, as a way of doing a favor, is there any chance you could just give us a review and say those things? But here's a word of warning. Don't offer incentives. Don't try and bribe reviews. Don't pay for reviews. Google's fully aware that goes on, And of course, that often leads to then a banning of your whole efforts. Everything you've done could suddenly be lost overnight if you were to do that. So don't incentivize people to give reviews. And of course, it's often reported that fake reviews are available, but they put people off. I was watching a program the other day where it spoke about how these fake reviews are taking away trust. And of course, Google's fully aware of this type of thing that's going on. Fake reviews are very real, and so you have to be aware of them. And you have to be aware also that there's ways of reporting it. So that's something else that some businesses do. They report reviews that they know are fake, and in that way Google has to respond to that and has to deal with that. Did you know that you can add your Google reviews, all those beautiful 5-star reviews you've got, you can add them to your website using a really simple plugin. Now, I've got a video that shows you how to do this. It's one of my popular videos, how you can make sure your reviews dynamically appear on your website. So if you've got a WordPress website, you'll find this video will be really useful. So check that out after this video ends. But one of the other things as well to bear in mind is if you've got reviews, you can diversify as well. Google actually rates other platforms that have your reviews. Google knows about Facebook reviews, it knows about Bing reviews, it knows about Yelp reviews. Those other reviews on other platforms, other indexes, other citations also increase your ranking within Google. So if someone gives you a review, ask them if they can do it on a different platform too, and that will boost even more so the way Google views your reviews. So now we're going to just notice what this new carousel is all about. Notice here, Google's showing a new layout, and it's showing how this layout is actually based on reviews itself. So imagine that you're not searching for a business, you're searching for a business based on its reviews. So in this case, a haircut near me was put into Google search. You can flick through these reviews and there you then see Google is highlighting what it considers as important, but it's also doing it based on various reviews as well. So 7 or 8 different businesses have an opportunity to rank here based on reviews. But you'll notice nearly all of them are 3 or 4 star, maybe 5 stars as well. There's very few, if any, 1 stars. The reason why reviews are 10 times more important today is Google may well change the way in which it produces results when people start searching. So it's a bit of a game changer really, and by getting more reviews now, you'll be ready for that when it comes along. And it's fair to say that maybe the first 10 or 20 reviews also carry quite a lot more importance than the 200, 300, 500 reviews later. So don't worry too much about having so many reviews, but worry about the consistency of getting those reviews in on a regular basis. So what is the reason though why so many restaurants and takeaways and doctors and plumbers and window cleaners, why do they get so many reviews and you can't seem to get so many as they do? Well, one of the things they do is they use a QR code. It's such a simple way of getting someone straight to your Google area to give a review. So if you want to know how to get one of those for free, then head over to this video now and I'll show you how you can get a QR code for your business. I'll see you there.